to be used.
The House of Representatives Committee on Federal Road Maintenance Agency FERMA has said that high level of road deterioration in the country is caused by inadequate funding for road maintenance, thus calling for improved funding for the agency concerned. Speaking with journalists in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, during oversight visits on FERMA activities to Kwara, Ekiti, Lagos, Oyo, Osun, Ogun and Lagos State, the chairman of the House Committee, Adiremi Abbas Hussein, said that financial appropriation to the agency was only 10% of what is required to function optimally. The House of Representatives Committee on FERMA is in Kwara State to flag off its oversight functions of inspection of rehabilitated roads in southwestern parts of the country. The committee firstly met with FERMA engineers across the zone to brief them on what is expected of them, especially the length of roads and quality being expected.
If you are replacing all the sub-base material, you are replacing the base material, and before you lay fresh asphalt. So all these things will be well explained in your BOK. Otherwise, you can just sit down somewhere and say, we have done direct labor of 55 places. The last 2, 6, 7, 8 months job direct labor, you can take somebody there again and say, this is where we have done. Especially because we can't go around the whole state where the direct labor or the project have been executed. We are only holding you on trust. So when your explanation is fair enough and we are convinced, so in future, if there is any need for us to go into details, we will hold you responsible for information that is not, we assume, are not misleading. So that is basically how the job of oversight is done. It's not an investigation, but it's something for us to know that all of us are working as partners, but we must be sufficiently informed such that when we are writing our reports, that the money appropriated has been properly applied.
Members of the committee and government officials across the zone then moved to one of the roads being rehabilitated in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital. The 9 kilometers road, which stretches from Adewale to Ofagaraj Junction, is one of the 5 being given facelifts in Kwara State. While expressing appreciation for the work done so far, the committee, however, laments shortage of funds for Federal Road Maintenance Agency FERMA to fully deliver on its mandate.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his Renew Hope agenda, immediately after the inauguration, his primary objectives, especially in the area of road infrastructure, is to make all the roads across the country motorable across the country. And when you look at what he has invested, especially when you look at our 2024 appropriation and 2027, 5 appropriation, you will see that he has a deliberate intention to see that all roads across the country are motorable. And not only that, he is equally extending his activities into the construction of a lot of legacy projects to complement the existing projects that have been done, so that life will be much more comfortable for our people. Having seen the quality of the work and the extent of what the contractor has done, I think we are pleased that this particular zone that we are, they have about 8 roads to be done in these states. Only 5 have been completed, 3 are still ongoing. So out of the 3 that are ongoing, is one of them that we are right now. And that's why I was curious to see the area that have been done and the area that have not been done, so that I'll be able to reconcile the two to the bill of quantities that we are looking as our template for the essence of this.
The FERMA zonal coordinator Southwest also corroborated this view by calling for more funding for the agency. This, he added, will reduce the incidence of bad roads across the country.
As far as quality is concerned, we are very, very particular about quality assurance. And that's why the agency has what we call zonal lab. Every now and then on projects, not just in Kwara State, in all the zones, all the states that I supervise, and in fact by extension all the whole of the country, we have zonal labs. My lab comes in every now and then to check the quality of what is being executed here. For example, we have a road of about 9 kilometers, but the work you have can only address critical sections. That does not mean that there are no sections that are bad. We have potholes all over, but we have to avoid those ones now because of the amount that's made available to us. So we address only critical sections, hoping that when the next budgetary allocation comes in and this road is also mentioned for appropriation, we can also continue from there.
21 road projects were awarded for rehabilitation in Southwest and most have been completed, therefore calling for release of more funds.